everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to edit in Crazy Video Maker 2. I'm going to be showing you everything from the basics of how to cut and split a video to how to make videos more entertaining to your viewer and adding advanced effects into your videos. So let's get started. Alright, so first I'm gonna be showing you guys how to cut a clip. So here I have a video. We're going to click on it, and as you can see here, there are there are a couple different things here. So we have the discard to the left, discard to the right. Then these basically restore it. I'll get to that later. And this splits your movie. So let's start off with that. So with splitting your movie, it basically just splits your video in half. So then if you want, you can add a video in between the two. It's very simple. All you do is you just add a scene or something. And I just add an empty scene, and as you can see, since it's split, it just goes right in the middle. But we don't want that. So anyway, let's say I want to cut this video out at exactly 7 seconds. So here I scrolled exactly 7. Now I'm going to click on it, and let's say I want to discard the right part. So by discarding it, I just get rid of the right part. Or if I want to go over here and get rid of the very first part, I can just press this left part and it gets rid of it. But let's say I accidentally cut almost the entire clip. What I can do is I can press this, restore the left part, and it'll bring back everything that I had got rid of. So as you can see, it brought everything back. Even though I cut it, it brought it back. Alright, now let's move on to how to brighten it. So let's click it back, and as you can see now, there is a bunch of knobs over here. So this is the basic settings, and these are the advanced settings. This is the color settings. They're all very simple. All you have to do is, let's say this is too dark. All I have to do is I'll just bring up the brightness. And contrast basically brings the dark parts down and brings the light parts up. That's what contrast does. So bringing the contrast up makes it look a little weird. So let's just not do contrast. Saturation, it doesn't really do much on a black and white image, but let's say I have a non-black and white image here. Let's say this video here. By boosting the saturation, it basically boosts up all the colors, making it kind of look like candy or something. It looks like it basically makes each color like more vibrant. But again, we do not want that. Back to the regular video, I can bring up the brightness of shadows, and that will bring up the brightness of shadows like it sounds. And if I bring up the light, the brightness of lights, that'll bring up the brightness of lights. So that's basically an advanced way of doing contrast. Contrast basically does it for you, but this is more of a manual way. And clarity basically sharpens your image, and basically all that means is it makes it more clear. Alright, so now let's go down to the color settings. I have red and cyan, magenta and green, yellow and blue. So it does what you think it is. If you scroll it, it'll turn that color, and hue rotation basically just switches colors, but again, it really doesn't work on this black and white image. But if I go to a colored image, you can see the effects. So now if you scroll down a little bit more, here is your sound options. Now if you want to make it more loud, if you look here at the bottom where you have this orange sound, you can see the orange sound. So down here, that's the sound. And if you bring the sound volume up, as you can see, it brings it up. Now you can almost see kind of like a line here. And what is that? That is the maximum volume. So when you have it on that, it doesn't really sound good. Let's listen. So as you can see, this is a good indicator. So if you want to bring it up, you can always bring it up. But when it starts cutting off some of your volume, that's when you know to stop. Now start with a mute, basically mutes the first part, and mute at end basically mutes the last part. And the speed here does what you think. You can, this little divided symbol makes it 2 times slower, 3 times slower, 4 times slower, etc. all the way to 6. And this little time symbol makes it quicker, so times 2, times 3, times 4, you get the point. Now, the animation here, this is a very interesting. To demonstrate animation, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in an image. So as you can see, if I twist it to the right, it will kind of twist to the right over time. And if I set it on twist to the left, it'll twist to the left again over time. It'll do it over time. And zoom in, zooms in over time with no rotation. Adding effects is one of the key things that Crazy Video Maker does very, very well. So as you can see here, I have my clip, and add effects, there is a huge amount of effects here. So I'm not gonna go through all of them because you can do them. Let's make this clip look like a hacker is trying to look at it from their monitor screen. I could add some digital interference. Now this looks a little crazy, so I can bring the power down here, and that'll basically start getting rid of it. So I'm just going to add a little bit, and then I'll add another effect. Let's say vignette. I'll add that, and I'll do it about to here. Then I can add a little bit of shaking, but I not want the shakes to be too violent, so I'll just put that power down just a little bit. And I can add some snow screen effect, and by doing that, I'll just do it down a little bit. That makes it kind of look like a monitor screen, and you can just add as many effects as you want. So you can really do whatever you want here. So as you can see, now it kind of looks like a hacker is trying to like break in. It looks like a hacker is watching the military stuff. So you can see what I mean here. You can add so many effects, and Crazy Video Maker is great for that. Now I'm going to make this clip look a little more interesting. As you can see, Jason is running across the scene here to the left, and he's waving to his friend, and he quickly slides down. So I'm just gonna cut the clip there, and then I'm gonna go over to where it blends. Alright, so we have our clip here. I want to make this look a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to add a virtual camera effect, and that'll basically do a zoom in perfectly in how we want it. I have a full tutorial on how to do this effect in the card above, so if you want to do this, just go ahead and check that video out. But as you can see, it makes it look so much better. Now this shot looks great, but there's a problem. We need it to look a little better because right now it looks a little plain. So I'm going to add the effect of image stylization. I cover this fully in my color grading video, but I'm just going to go to number 6, and I'm going to just dial the power down a little bit, but it creates a great effect. And now I'm just going to add, I'm also going to add a widescreen effect here. And about there, that looks good. Let's watch and see the differences between the two. So you can obviously see that adding those effects makes it look a lot better. Alright guys, so now let's talk about how to add music. Now, adding music is pretty easy, but picking music is very difficult. And I'm gonna make a video about this in the future, so make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see when I make that video. Alright, anyway, how to add it is you're going to click on add music. So then there's a couple different options here. I don't think any of it really fits what I'm trying to do. So you can go ahead and choose from disc. Alright guys, so I think I've mentioned everything. If I haven't mentioned everything, please tell me in the comments below what I've missed and I'll make a second part to this. Thanks for watching everybody, and see you next time.